when I was on the plane back from our recent shows in California.
Thank you, everybody who came out to see us, by
Thanks.
the way.
Yeah, we didn't fart once during
Not
the
at
whole
all.
show. You're welcome.
Second flight back, which should be about 50 minutes long from Atlanta to Charleston. And I'm in the flight, and it gets to be like the last 5 minutes of the flight. And they make the announcement like, okay, everybody strap in because we're about to land. And I think, damn it, I should have peed because I really need to pee. And then I kind of like raise my hand. I'm like, can I I signal?
Always cool.
Okay.
Always
Can
the
I?
look.
And she's like, no, like this, don't. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Did she maybe think you were saying, "Can I land the plane? Can I go? Can I take it?
Steer.
I've just always wanted to, if I could. I'm a
I don't want to
pilot.
do landing. I
with
just
wings.
want to do a loop. So then it goes to land, and then I see the airport, and then we pass the airport. Oh, no. And then we start doing a loop. So now we're taking a loop. I see that loop start, and I know, oh, no.
Yeah.
I really had to pee before, but now I really, really got to pee. And then the guy goes around in 5 minutes, and he does a loop, and then he's about to land at the airport, and then he goes right past it, and we're going again. I look at her, the flight attendant, and she looks at me, and she's like, what can you do, man? Sorry, man,
Yeah.
we're looping.
That's life.
That's life. We're looping. Guys, we looped for a third time, and now the need to pee has gone beyond the sort of I'm up against physical...
Exquisite pain, I think they call it.
I'm up against physical limits. I'm up against physical barriers, right? Now at this point, I look at her, and I have put my backpack onto my lap because I have decided, I'm going to have to pee my pants a little bit,
Right.
but I'm
Just
terrified.
to release the pressure.
To
Just
buy
to
yourself
release the pressure,
a few
but I'm
minutes.
terrified that if I start peeing, that I won't be able to stop. This is this is how bad.
Hubris to think you could cut a midstream sitting peeing
Right.
pants. No way.
Right. As a Hail Mary, I look at her and I just say, please. And she picks up the phone.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we got a real Pissboy situation.
She picks up the phone and she calls the pilot.
Justin, how are you just now telling us this story, man? This is
'Cause
fucking
we weren't
solid
recording
gold,
it.
dude.
She
recording
domed
it.
you into begging to pee, and then she had to let the captain know, I got another.
Did the
one.
captain have to stop driving the plane for a couple minutes so you could... What
I
happened?
think you could argue, Griffin, that there was at least a half moment of some attention that I had diverted from the landing of
From
the
the-
plane
yeah.
to my person.
Did he say please? Okay.
That's all he said, sir. That's all he said was.
How pathetic does he look? Backpack in lap, like he's about to piss his pants to release the pressure.
He probably thinks he can just do a little bit, but we've seen otherwise, haven't we, Patricia?
She looks at me and she says, I'm sorry. Shakes her head. He says we're landing soon. So we land. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, please pee. I'm thinking to myself, pee your pants, Justin. It'll be okay. You won't die. You won't die. They'll put you in jail maybe for something, but you're not going to die from it. You're going to be okay. And then we land and we are rolling up to the airport, and I'm doing the thing where I'm just, I'm ready. I'm pushed down in my seat, ready to go. And then the plane stops about 20 yards short, and they say, folks, due to a lightning storm, the ground crew is not able to reach us with the jet bridge right now, so we are going to have to give it about 20 minutes.
But you can get up during the 20 minutes, right?
Well, she immediately says, everyone, please, for your safety and for the legal, for our legal culpability, please stay seated and stay buckled. And then she looks at me and she says, it's okay.
Wow.
So
angel.
now, right after this announcement, as people are I'm towards the front of the plane and the restrooms are in the very back.
Yeah,
so as people are strapping in and they're thinking about how they're going to be stuck here for 20 minutes, they've just learned while they wait for the ground crew, I have to strut past them that's right, folks, not me, not this special pee-pee boy.
Juice, I don't know how to tell you this.
3.5 minutes, I timed it.
Damn, dude, that's huge.
There is no way any of these people thought I was in there for number one. No way was that a number one amount of time that I was in the bathroom.
That's crazy, dude.
That's why, Justin, when you're walking back there, you just have to look everybody one by one in the eyes and say, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I've got a piss boy emergency.
Now, I think there was probably something in Justin's body language and the sort of meter of his gait that probably people saw that and immediately was like, damn, that dude's about to pop. Get him to the restroom immediately.
I feel like if you had looked in my eyes, you would have seen beyond the beyond. I feel like you would have learned the secrets of how the pyramids were assembled, like just by looking. That's how deep into the horizon my awareness had peeled. I had peeled through the layers. I had to pee so bad that I was no longer a member of the society that we had all agreed on, right?
Yeah.
It only took this much before I was like, I think I'm going to leave society and pee my pants in the chair.